What is up? It is your boy, Anecdotal, playing Endless Frontier, man. So many people commented, man, about this on non-EF videos. Here's the thing, man. The game is kind of dry, bro. Not a lot has happened, but after all the non-videos I've made on Endless Frontier, you know, things piled up. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Friendliness has gone all the way up. Tribe friendliness has gone all the way up, man. I actually needed to play a few days of airship mode to get my friendliness higher, grab some units that increase my friendliness, and now I have it all. And I unlocked a new stage, leveled up a little more, but let's start talking about teams, man. This right here is my new gold team. This is my new reduce unit team to level them up, and I'm actually using the exact same push team. There's a new one, and you should all check out the Endless Frontier official Discord, guys, that I will have in my description that will have updated versions of this. This is my speedrun team, and then on slot number 5 is actually the new speedrun team that everyone that's right around above level 1300, maybe 1320, should be using. I can only use it for about 18 minutes before I can no longer win, because I just don't have the crit for it, and I'll have to change my artifacts to do so. So right after around 18 minutes I switched to this. Crazily enough, I have reduced my time by a few minutes by using the elf team for the first 18 minutes. So if you guys are somewhere like in a weird spot as me that you didn't get the specific artifact that you need, which again, check out the main official Discord for Endless Frontier that I will have in the description. And if for some reason that's an expired link that I have, someone that does know about it, please link it down below, and that way they will have access to it, or just, you know, tell it to me in my Discord, and then I'll put that link over there as well, so that other people can get some help in the game that aren't too sure about what to do. Another thing to talk about is that this guy right here, I forgot what they're called, whatever, these four, I don't know, guild boss people. So finally they broke through past level 40. That happened right around level 1300 actually. So right around when I passed level 1300, maybe 1312 or so, like that, I finally had enough to level him up past 40, and after that I've kind of just been steaming through everything. What else is there to talk about? Right, there's also all these new things going on with extreme units and how they can be upgraded. But first, let's talk about my artifacts. These are my artifacts. I'm just gonna go through them. These are the ones that I'm powering up. I still think I'm doing whatever the old meta is. This is definitely part of the new meta, and another pet that I'll show you once I start doing my Spirit Highland is part of the new meta for artifacts that you need to be leveling up, if it is you are around my level, I believe. Again, this is a huge PSA to like look into that Endless Frontier Discord. If you're wondering, will I still make videos for Endless Frontier? The thing is, as a content creator, there's not much to do for Endless Frontier. There was a point where I was just like, look, there's a new airship mode event where all you have to do is spend fuel. Because that was it. There was like nothing really going on in the game, and there still isn't. Actually, funny enough, talking about this, I'm actually running out of material to level up my artifacts. I completely stopped playing this game mode. There was a point where you actually needed to do dungeon again, and I like took out my former artifacts, put in the ones that like triple or quadruple the amount of material that you get to farm, and then I stopped farming it after getting everything to G, I think, or something like that, and now I'm all the way back to like F or E or something for the amount of material I have. So that's horrible, you know. But let's go ahead, let's do all of our dailies. I still do log in, do all of my dailies, and I think I'm somewhere ranked at least in the top 200, probably. I'm not 100% sure. Even my guild itself is somewhat less active than it used to be. A couple of people ended up dropping off, but the main core, or I say we have a new main core, but most of the people are still in there. For Outland Battle, I'm a lot stronger now because of equipment. I put a lot of equipment into my little troops. Before, it was kind of like a thing that maybe or maybe not you shouldn't do. You should still focus on your extreme units, but at this point, thanks to an update in airship mode, it's a lot easier to level just about everybody that you need up. The only thing that you probably shouldn't do it to is your undead units, unless they're all extreme, because those are the ones you want to work on, are the extreme undead units for your push team. But like I said, there is an update on that, which you might want to look at the Discord for, to see what's going on over there. Again, not just my Discord, but the actual official Discord that has all that info. I don't even have that info, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up and like copy and paste it, or just kind of someone in my Discord will probably refer you to the EF Discord, if anything. All right, so yeah, you can see that my Wind Mage, my Orc, the Orc Axe, my Musketeer, like the very important people, all those people, they have the things leveled up for equipment. And then the ones like I kind of like made an error for, where like I didn't need the Hammer Knight. Firebird comes in way more as a magical unit that's useful. Like I didn't really need to do Orc Hunter. I don't really regret it, but like it'd be a lot better if I used all of it on the Orc Axe instead. And then Orc Wing is who I use for magical, except for the Orc Mage. So yeah, things like that are things you want to look out for. For Valkyrie, obviously I upped him. I also upped Warbear because this one's useful. I also upped the extreme version of Drummer, the extreme one. But actually, as long as you do any Drummer, it actually crosses. It's the same unit, so it works either way, and they're both very useful units for both Outland Battle and of course for Guild War. But look at this, man. This just crying. This is great art right here, man. Definitely worthy of a thumbnail if ever any. So for the new honor units, I think these are like the 20th honor units based on the purple thing I see over there and a big 20. So yeah, a lot of the last 3 or 4 honor units have been very copy paste, man. All about really helping you players and somewhat helping veteran players collect things faster, the pets that is. That way updates should be faster because you already have the pets. This is the most windy, foresty type of monster I've ever seen. And look at this. Is this the Hog Rider that you and me know? Everyone knows that Clash actually has a little bit of an update and like gained some steam. So it's hilarious to see Hog Rider, the EF edition. I'm just saying. All right, so the other thing I wanted to mention is this new sort of equipment, new because I didn't talk about it, kind of old though. That some people actually commented about it in some of my previous videos, even those that aren't EF related. The only way you can get them is by getting POW, these cool 6-star ships, man. Yeah, you can't get them. If you are unsure, build them. If you build them, the quest will come. I don't think I saw them before I had the quest. I was wondering what would happen. So yeah, I just got a whole lot of them because I was tired of logging in multiple times a day to get all of my explorations in. So yeah, just build them. You don't need to level them up. It's the only thing that matters is star level, and then you go into your exploration and then you just batch all of them in. The batch is very bad in the game, man. It just puts whatever the highest one is and puts it in there. If you did it manually, I would probably have all of them. But right now, look at this, man. I'm gonna end up missing one. The other great thing about the update though here is that they give you 1-star equipment. Now these 1-star little equipment upgrades, man, they're few and far between, man. So I'm so glad that they have this thing where you can convert them. Unfortunately, you could only convert them 3 times a day, so make sure to convert absolutely all of it. All I gotta do is get my units to get past that threshold of 20, and the second they're there, bam, they go automatically from 20 to 80 like nothing, because there's just such an abundance of every other grade of equipment except for that one. And I guess now for the 6th one. So, you know, so from 0 to 20, kind of difficult. Take a few days, actually, maybe a few weeks. Seconds from 20 to 80, and then from like 80 to 100 will also take, you know, a bit, probably more so, because maybe only 1 or 2 quests will pop up that's actually 12 hours that will get you those, but we'll see. I also haven't memorized which ones. I'm kind of on my road to getting absolutely every single unit to 80, and yeah, man, at this point I have all my plebs unit at 80, so yeah, it's just every other unit to get to 80, and then I'll figure out which ones I want to get to 100. First, I'm probably thinking, oh, actually, no, it goes up to, does it go up to 120 now? I think that's the new max. Somebody comment down below. I don't really remember what's the new max. I know I went past 100 with quite a few, so I'm thinking 120 is the new max. If not, possibly 150, who knows? But yeah, man, for those of you that don't know how to get the past 100 sort of equipment. You just need 6-star ships. Just build it and those quests will come. Don't worry, it could be that you built it and then the quest still didn't come. Just wait a bit. It will probably come in the day after or the day after that, because sometimes I actually don't get those quests. I only get the 6-hour ones, except for the 12. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and do dailies. Let's go ahead and attack. As you can see, I have one of my 6-star ships there. Boop. And I have every single seal, every single farmable seal in the game. Yeah, so the only thing I do is I click on that new 6-star airship that I have and try to up its, what is it, its skill. Yeah, man, that's it. There's no way that I'm gonna sit in front of my phone and farm actual arrow stones to max out my ship. I don't care enough to do that, and I don't care enough about ranking in PvP for airship mode. I never took the game mode seriously in the very beginning, and it's kind of just too late to do it. Actually, maybe it's not too late to do it now. I feel like so many people dropped it that it might not be too hard if you decided to focus on it. But again, like, you just gonna have to stand there doing that with the, like, I don't know, man, like 9,000 fuel that I saved up. I kind of wasted a lot of them to get to the 12k friendliness that you need for all 4 tribes, and that's one of the reasons that it kind of expedited how I got all the seals to max, was because I wanted to max everything out there. Also, the units, the newer units that gave you more tribe friendliness, I ended up getting those guys. Again, you could always look at the unit guide, so we're probably going to go ahead and make a stop at the unit guide at some point later. But yeah, over here in the shop, there's really not much to buy. I buy whatever with the airship currency that nobody uses or has a use for. Maybe another nice way to I don't know, man, get more seals or something that no one can farm. Hopefully this doesn't bother anybody, the little flickering here that happens. If it does, dude, I'm so sorry. Don't know what to say. But yeah, I do that and then I just skip. Remember, you could only use up to 200 energy at a time. Before, I used to press that plus sign, but now I see that that's a waste of time, because you can just get 50 at a time, 50 at a time, 50 at a time if you just kind of click yes and then okay and yes and okay and blah blah blah. And there you go. I'm going for the second one. Usually for these airship event pets, the first one ends up being farmable and the second one is not, which is why I'm going for the second one, because it's way easier to get. And then whenever the events come up in the future, I'll continuously farm that second one, and the first one will be somewhere in Spirit Highland, where I would think I'll be able to farm it, but we'll be way too busy farming like other things in the hard version of Spirit Highland. Just kind of the way things kind of work out. But here's the unit honor ship, I mean the honor coin unit guide thing, where it lets you know what percentage of everything that you have. Don't worry about the extreme orcs, they need to be in your team for that thing to be fulfilled. But here you go, the easy thing that makes farming that much easier. Instead of getting a maximum of 4 for new units and I don't know how many for old units, it goes from 4 to 6. And somehow, even with the probability that I have, there are times where I only get 5 of a unit instead of 6. But the things that you can farm over here at the shop, the secret shop, really easy, man. There's a lot of raid units that I just use, or random other units that I just use on top of the ones that I farm in normal. Normal is like really good, where you don't need to really use gems, but hard mode is where I'm really missing out on a lot of tickets. I try to well, I always watch the ad that gives you a free 2 hard mode tickets, and then, you know, you just gotta hope that you get lucky on the roulette to get it after that. But yeah, I'm definitely missing a couple of things. At first, since I wasn't 2 levels up, I was able to farm some of the metal buff pets to like 150, or on my way to farming them, but I never quite got there, which was, you know, sad, because now they're there and they're almost there, but like they're like 25 days away or something like that, which is, it feels really close after farming them for so long. But yeah, new pets, and right now I'm only 1 level away from getting yet another slot from the hard mode, which will have yet another new pet that I can only get 1 of or 2 of the further I get down the line of hard version of Spirit Highland. There's a lot, man. It's a lot. Now, there are these 2 units in the hard version of Spirit Highland that, well, one of them, I forgot which one. One of them end up giving the artifact that's necessary for the new meta for the elves. It'd be hilarious if it's already replaced. But yeah, like I said, man, official Endless Frontier Discord, will be in the description below. If it doesn't work, somebody let me know and give me the new one, and I'll just copy and paste that one in the description. Just to help out the community out there that's kind of lost in Endless Frontier, because I know it gets complicated, and at this point, as someone that's not at all as active as I used to be, I really forgot like what certain pets do, which units would still kind of be relevant, and why every unit's there, because at this point I have everyone maxed and I have the amount of units that I need to just get everything at 100%. So because of that, I kind of forget which units do what and which ones are more relevant than others now, because I already have them. And now that I have them and I have all this sort of superfluous amount of unit copies, you know, it's something that's like way in the back burner, where it's like, I don't know why I have them, but I have them and everything's max anyways. What should you get? At least these core things, you know? These, I don't know, they were important for that one thing, but what was it? I'm not 100% sure. So, you know, comment down below. I'll probably look it up, you know, I'll help you out, or of course direct you to the Discord where there's people that are still taking this game super seriously. Oh, if you're wondering if I'll ever make another video, I don't remember if I actually already addressed it. I'll probably do one if new extreme units pop, like if meaningful updates, for any meaningful update, I'll probably make a video. I don't know if I'll do it on time, but I'll try. All right, I'll definitely give it the old college try if something relevant comes in. So like right now there's an airship event. Is it relevant, or is it just like, bro, remember to spend your fuel? I had videos like that. You know, like I guess you would know, you know. It's not a big deal. So honor units, right now there's a new raid, so we're gonna go check out the raid. We're doing the dailies anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Also, let's see how long it actually takes to do all the dailies nowadays. Probably way shorter than this video, because there are other things that I'm looking at, like this right here that lets you know that you're gonna get the possibility of getting an extra fragment when you're doing Spirit Highland, which is why I'm probably gonna get either 5 or 6 for pretty much everything. I think I already showed you the percentage for in the guide for the unit, for the honor coin units, but yeah, should be getting at least 5 or 6 every single time, and that really does speed everything up. I mean, every single day I'm getting an additional 1 to 2 fragments, when before I would only get 4, which means I'll get to the end a lot faster. The only thing is, that's not where I'm struggling for tickets. It's hard mode, man. So like, I almost wouldn't mind an update that would do that for the hard mode, because the other one says for world boss. Like, so that's like definitely for new players to catch up with different rating bosses or fragments or pets. So there you go. So as you can see, I'm pretty much done. Also, you can just click now. So if I just clicked for the war, so I just clicked over there, automatically here, probably gonna face anybody that's at least 10 levels or below me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attack. There's no reason for me to like try hard it and fight someone that's around my level or slightly higher, because the activity is not too high. So like, it really doesn't matter who I attack as long as I actually do attack. So that's kind of where everything is. There has been a new raid for both Ancient Ruins, because I know I didn't cover it last time, but more recently there's a new raid for Burning Earth, which is it? No, it's Ancient Ruins AR and BE Burning Earth. Yeah. So for Burning Earth, I already attacked. Yeah. It's gonna be over fairly quickly, so I don't know if I should rotate the screen. Yeah, it's already over. Yeah, forget that, I'm not rotating it. So for Burning Earth, they did the exact same thing that they did for Ancient Ruin. Did you see it? They made it more difficult to see by using a filter. That's it, bro. That's the extent of the raid update. They just added a filter, and if they do that same thing to the following raid, why cover that, man? Why cover that they added a filter? The rewards themselves probably are pretty good, like the fragments and what those pet fragments might be good. But yeah, anyways, also another thing that for some reason I just can't stop myself from doing every day is doing this little flippy match thing. Can't stop, bro, can't stop. And look at that, pretty good, you know. And then I always do this. Now whenever that event comes in where you have to have like 5 successes or whatever, I always forget to check the news, the in-game news that lets you know that event is on. man, I just always go left. I forgot if left is odd or right is even or whatever it is. But yeah, man, I just click it. This right here, as you saw before, rank 8. We used to be 6, and we were like climbing. But a lot of people started playing a lot less, man. So I really don't blame anybody. Like, at this point in the game, I'm not gonna shout at anybody for like, yo, you weren't active, you forgot to attack. Take it easy, bro. Like, how long have we been playing this game? Like 5 years, bro. Like, you know, just do you. Just if you could attack, you could attack. We're top 10. We're good. We are good. All right. So, and actually, really good. I should be in the top 200. Every alliance or guild holds 30, right? 30 or 40. So like, as long as I'm top 300, I would easily belong to a top guild, right? So there you go, man. There you go. Pretty good. So that one took a little longer, so I definitely rotated it. All you have to do is just attack. Again, my guys are pretty powerful now because their equipment is on. So equipment does affect this game mode. I'm pretty sure it does. But I think even if it didn't, I think I'd still come out with the win. I don't know if a drummer would replace Warbear if there's only a slot for one of them. For Outland Battle, I replaced the second Warbear with an extreme drummer, but I don't know if that's a thing to do after that. Oh, also Atlas or Atlantis, whatever her name is. There's one Valkyrie and the other one's in Atlantis. So yeah, there's that. For here, when you get to pick the pets, I pretty much always pick the same ones. The reason for that is so that I'm aware of who to sacrifice for secret shop pets. So when I get those 27 fragments, I know who to get rid of. And then after that, maybe you're going to need 30 fragments and I'll continuously farm exactly the same people. Now, the only thing I am confused about is when they have the event ones and the raid pet one. I feel like you'll eventually be given enough for the raid pet one, and we're just not super competitive anymore when it comes to doing raids. It actually kind of brought me back for a week because I wanted to try out the new raids and like take everything out. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I leveled up pretty fast, especially once I got my... I really do forget what the thing is called, man. Guardian. There you go. The Guardian's update. Yeah. When I finally got my Guardian past that threshold of 40, when I got everyone to level 40 and I could finally level it up to 50, I started leveling up like crazy, man. Like crazy when I got them up. But yeah, man. Little bit like the spark for me to be like super active came up. Especially since I recently, well, I don't know when that video came out, but when I went ahead and quit, well, not quit, Metal Slug Infinity was shut down, and once that happened, I found myself with more time to game on other things, but for the most part, the thing that I'm doing is My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm spending the vast majority of my time, but, you know, also I had some time to go in on Endless Frontier. I still spent like at least a good 25, 30 minutes total. You know, like a day. All right, maybe less, but playing the game. But at the very least, you know, that's at least one revive or two if I just decide to kind of log in. And as you can see, still very easily finish Tower of Trials. It's just 5 skips every single time until you get to 30, and then you actually decide which ones you're gonna use, and then you clear it. But like I said, man, the design of these new characters, pretty cool, man. Make sure to get them. Here they kind of like just really played out the players here because you gotta get them all. It's the cool looking design, but like look at the little crying, it's going away. It's like Endless Frontier, don't go. Yeah, man. But yeah, this has been your boy Anecdotal. If you like this video, make sure to like it. If you want more Endless Frontier content, I probably wouldn't say to subscribe, man. It'll be a few months apart for that. So if you enjoy me as a person, you know, content creator, I'm covering other games, man. Peace and thanks.